whether you believe it or not. You understand? Yeah, it's a small country. It's one of the best country. You know, we are very good people. And then I think what we should strive for is for our country to survive. You know, and that's why we promote peace in our country. You know, for so many years we've been promoting peace, and people that brought war still continue to have the face and idea of discrimination. This is wrong, and we will not sit as citizens of this country. I was in opposition before. I faced this thing before, and then of course I'm in opposition. We'll put check to that.
Wow. And these things happen in the wake of these turbulent times. You know, the economic hardship is very high, and there were people that you may have placed on payroll and so forth here and there. But these are Liberians in the wake of all of these hardships. They have been taking up jobs, and some of them could be angered by that and take matters into their own hands. And you are a man of peace. And if they did support you and they are suffering because they are associated with you, people have been taking up 10 new positions. Whoever associated with you, either directly or indirectly, they have been taking up jobs. These things could anger people and they could take matters in their own hands. What say you to
Maybe
this? Yeah.
maybe the international community that were reminding us to make sure that we don't break the rules and regulations. They are still there, and we have to respect the laws of the republic. That's what we did. When I was in power, when they tell me that no, this is a tenure position, you cannot move the person until their tenure expire. So be it. That's the law. We can break the law. So I hope that the government will take heed. It's important to respect the law of the republic. We're not a democratic period, so we need to respect the law. All we look for is to respect the law, and that's what we did.
Looking at the common people are losing their jobs at various places as well. Not just only 10 new position holders. They are the ones that feeling the pinch the most. They got nothing.
AB, when you are angry and you let the wrong people thinking that they are the savior is wrong. You understand? We were in opposition before. If you employ poor people that have the minimum, and somebody come to power and believe that because they associate with other people, they have to be taking on job. This is very bad. That's not good. No leader can do that. You know. And what, $50 job, $100 job? You mean the government that come to power that came to rescue cannot even give a $50, $100 job or lead a citizen on that job? This is wrong. It's wrong. Everything that they're doing wrong, and we know that. You know, but again, the peace of Liberia is the most important. It's the most important, and that's why we in accordance with the law. You know, this is wrong. People supported the Unity Party. I came to power. I left them there. These are citizens of the country. But you can employ a Senegalese man, and you refuse to employ a Liberian. Is that what it is? No, it's wrong. It's wrong. Everything that they're doing is wrong. Maybe the disrespect is wrong. Breaking our laws is wrong. And the old men know that. Bwaga know that. Bwaga know that. When we were there, the Bwaka, we used to go to him, even fee Bwaka because of his title. You know what I'm saying? Make him comfortable because of a title. But you see what he's doing. You get a lot of gangsters around here and thinking that Liberia is afraid of gangsters. It's a lie. It's a lie.
Wow. But
It's a lie.
but you should be concerned as well. While it is true that you're in opposition, you should be concerned. You also have a responsibility to maintain the peace of the country. Though the burden has shifted on the government to maintain the peace.
I've always kept the peace of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
During Ellen time, I've kept the peace. During President Dota, I kept the peace. Amos Sawyer time, I kept the peace. Charles Taylor time, I kept the peace. I have never broken anything in this country. I work for peace in our country, and I'm on record. Even the United Nations know that I work for peace. So I'm not trying to break the peace. What I'm telling you that those people that say they came to rescue us, they are breaking the laws of the republic, and it is wrong. If you can't see it, AB, it is wrong. It is wrong. Because in the government that I serve, tenant position was respected. Today, you can say that you're taking the person off because he associated with somebody. No, but you see, we are different. The respect I have for Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, I kept that respect. And the respect I kept for her, to respect the laws of the Republic. I even worked with Ellen Johnson as a peace ambassador. You understand? So I don't have a issue of keeping the peace of the country. Of course, we are peaceful. But we will not allow people to break our laws and then intimidate people and we just sit. That would never happen. You know, we in opposition, Ellen Johnson, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, let me give her the respect because that's somebody that I respect so much. She did some things that we disagree and we went to her and spoke to her. By the rule of law, you know, we have the right to protest and we protest, we went to Ellen and she understood that. She came on the table and we talked. You understand? They respecting leaders that are traveling and you refuse for them to use the laws that they built and Liberians sit down there and say, yeah, it's right. No, it's not right. If the Bwaka man, he was not even president and we gave him a VIP all the time he's traveling. What he's doing is wrong and you need to wake up. Those things are wrong. Those things are wrong. Everyone said that. You want that change? Bwaka was not a change. Bwaka was never the change. Those few people that believe that all the years, almost 171 years, they left this country, they wanted to come back because of where they went, there was no greener pasture. They think that they can get in Liberia and lie, say they came for a change. There's never came for a change. Why they changing? To break the laws is why they changing? No. There will be a period and we will check. But again, like I said to all citizens, and that's what you saw today, in the ring, go to have your program and be peaceful. Enjoy yourselves. Be together, recalibrate. You know what I'm saying? Regain the people confidence. And Liberians are there. You got some sound Liberians that believe that we were the right group. Yes, I'm not saying that everything was roses. No, but we fought for this country in the midst of a pandemic. Liberia shine amongst a great nation. So what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? So the disrespect to our citizens is wrong. It's wrong. You know, it's wrong. Respect the law. I did not bring 10 jobs. We met it. The Unity Party left it with us. And we respected it. So what's going on? Is it that Bwaka angry because during early time there were 10 jobs and he want to break it because you are not happy? Is that what he's saying to us? Because the 10 job, I didn't do it. I made it there and I respected the laws of the Republic. And also, thank you for this time, for giving the opportunity. But there will be a time I hope that our people realize that we made a mistake. We made a mistake. We're in a new era and they send us back to the old era. We need to correct that.
Let me say good evening to all of you, wherever you are. It's great joining us right here tonight on the very day. And so we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are here beaming with life and that of good health. And no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. And this is our country. Some people don't want to hear us talk in our own country. How is that possible? Okay, if we were to talk, some people don't want us to talk what they are doing to this country that is bad. How is that possible again? But again, we are watching on. And this is where we are. We are very much grateful to the Almighty God that we are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. And there is it right here on this very day. Welcome to the program Face the Issues. On the program Face the Issues, we don't discuss personalities, no, but issues involving personalities. But when personalities do their thing in front of those issues, we don't in any way hesitate, but rather we tear you apart. And normally and usually because of the pain that we attend tearing you apart, we just tell you sorry. But that sorry does not in any way mean that we regret our actions. And so we are forever grateful to the Almighty God. And that is it, right here on this day. Welcome to the program. That is the weekend's edition. And so on this weekend's edition, and the Friday Jackpot is here. And for those of you who will be asking for the code, and for Kings FM, so the Friday Jackpot is star 79 star 25 hash. Star 79 star 25 hash. That's the Friday Jackpot code for Kings FM. And star 79 star 25 hash. Then you play, right? You know the amounts and things to go through there. So they will tell you how much you get in your phone for you to play. Or you have to be an MTN subscriber. So the star 79 star 25 hash. Star 79 star 25 hash. That's what it is. You can play with that. We're not going to be wasting time in class anymore, especially where we are and what we intend to do. So, coming up tonight, I would just like to announce to you that we are expecting a phone-in conversation with the Secretary General of the Congress for Democratic Change and person of former law mayor, Jefferson Tamakoji. He will be sharing with us as to what's unfolding, as to the party's status, where we are, and other issues of concerns to you all, which is very important for our country. And we are certainly going to get there. So we are very much happy that we are here tonight to share with you that. So we'll be getting to him subsequently. I know today there were news all over the place. Several of you were calling, asking questions as to the status of the CDC party headquarters. And some of you saw an eviction order for the court. And sometimes back in March. And just yesterday, the acting chairman of the CDC visited, and the acting chair of the CDC, and person of Attorney Jangakuo, and visited the civil law court to ascertain about a bit of information that was filed by the CDC as to why the court had not responded and what's really going on. The CDC wants to be a law abiding, and he did speak in front of the courts and in front of the courts and court yesterday, and he did speak. I think many of you may have followed him. If you did, if you didn't, then I'm just telling you that he did speak on yesterday, which is good for all of us. That's our democracy. We are very much happy at that. So we'll be getting to that tonight, right here on this day. And today was greeted. I will share with you people something which is very important, where you see. Let me tell you something before we continue. Let me tell you something. Listen to me well. Just listen to me well. If anybody ever thinks, anybody who thinks that you are in government or you pro-unity party, and you think by what I say here is the basis for you cutting off speech from me, all I can tell you is don't just cut off speech. What I think you can do to satisfy yourself, because you always hear me. God has destined this moment. You will feel hurt. You will feel terrible throughout your entire 6 years. The best thing you can do for yourself is to just let me. If you want to be happy, just let me. You know, I remember when I was in school, there's one prof taught me physics back in Bilogon, and he said something. He said, you know why? I don't used to really little kind of mathematics thing, and I don't know my area. So he said, you know why most of you can always paying these subjects? Say what? He said, because anytime you see me coming to class, you're vexed because you're not letting course. So if you want to pass this course, you just have to create likeness for me. But the only way you will like, because you must feel happy seeing me in class before you can. Anything you like, any person you like, anything that person doing, you will just like it. So he said, you need to start creating likeness for me. So the moment we started, in fact, that was true. And I started to make him a friend from that day. I decided to start scoring some. I started understanding because for every time he's coming, I'm closing up my mind and not to even listen to him. Just in that client, wishing that 45 minutes will pass, let him leave. The moment, in fact, we can be praying for him to not even come to class. But when he said, the moment, because you're not like my business. If you want to like this course, like me. Then you will see. When I'm here, just because you like me, you will like what I do. Very good. So that's it. So if you want to live long in this country as Unity Party people, to enjoy your power as Unity Party people, try to like me. Yeah, because by not liking me, it will be too terrible for you. And some of you will just see me in your face, and I will be determining your moves. I don't want to make you vex. Every day, anything, and I know how to make you vex already. I know how to swing your moods. I know how to move swing or what thing. What kind of word that people can be using to say move swing, move swing, move swing? What kind of move swing? But I don't want to know how to do that one too. I know how to hurt you people. The day you're coming up the happiest, then chunk something there. Then you'll see your vex. I know how to make your vex. You see, you got to like me so that you can live long. If you don't like me, you will not live long. That's the problem with you. So people who I don't really, what they call, but I got to like everybody. That's the problem. I even love you people and all. I love you people. Somebody can call me and say, oh, AB, there was a case here, and the person whom I'm supposed to be there with, that person is a ruling party person. He said, but AB, what you can do? I say, but I have no issue. I just have to represent the person. You're talking about your party business. The person here is a client, and I think the person has a good case. That's what I'm here. Right? So that's it. So, you see, you don't get time for today, you all. But God is there, and God will guide us all. We just got to love each other. Not only love means that, but let's just love each other. You have your own ideas, you have your own belief, I have my own belief. Let's love each other. If the Muslims and the Christians and other religions can live together in harmony, why we can't live together in harmony? Why? You people there. You people there. Why your problem with me? What kind of problem you really get with me? What thing really I can do to you that really bad? Oh, you lie. It will not hold. So I'm about to show you something. Good. I will show you something. How Papa talking. But I don't know what in the Papa talking. Let's have a listen. Let's have a listen. The Papa is talking. Look at how he reading. And why it says somebody can be very close to the Papa anytime he's speaking. Very close behind, even in the most comfortable zone where he is. Among the floor, the person standing right there. That person is trained medically to grab Joseph Walker whenever he's ready to faint to prevent him from falling. That's why they got. I don't know who the security guard that will be standing very close, right behind Joseph Walker, no inch. The man is standing there very, very close. Every time Walker is standing at the podium, that person has to stand very close, and they are watching. Let me share this with you so that you see it. You know the president, your bro, will be describing how he looking on you do a TV. What him being that one then? Labati and talking. Lalati and talking. That go to the paper. What about there? Just see how you reading said. How even getting the things that you talking about? Anyway, I think I'm more interested in showing you how the paper reading and the position of this guy right behind. So let's get there. What's the stop, sir?
The president
That the paper they're talking to.
announced the following package for assistance for Liberia: the grant of 200 million RMB, 30 million RMB for food assistance, 6.6 million RMB debt waiver for payment Other assistance in the package include 13 million RMB for agriculture equipment, 185 renovation, which will enable broadcast of LBS to cover the entire country. Number three, construction of the bridge connecting 12th Street and Somalia Drive. Number 4, $60 million for the implementation of the overhead bridge at the ministerial complex in Eskin. Number 5, the implementation by Liberian National Grid Modernization and the construction of a 75 megawatt solar power plant in Bonfire County. Number 6, the Chinese president also promised to consider support for new projects, including construction of roads and bridges to open up a country layout of capital cities with big counties, mining, establishment of special economic zone to bring Liberia into the digital age.
Okay, the higher president they're talking to. So the higher president can talk. Because somebody right behind him before he falls. Because he can faint anytime. So they have to keep that person there. Maybe these are some of the things you don't want to hear. Listen to how this woman is talking. I don't want to go into that much. You people can learn their lessons well. You people have sat down at one place again to be clapping for mere statements the paper making. So the paper comes back, like you people did with this yellow machine thing, you sat down and retreat. Then you start showing AR thing and blah 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 all over the place. You were clapping, celebrating there. He Joseph Boga who sat down there and he was celebrating it. He ready again to deceive you people. They are sitting there. You're not even understanding him. And all you do when he stops is to clap. All you do when he stops is to clap. That kind of national embarrassment you have caused this country. Let me tell you people something. Whether you're lucky or not, Joseph Boakai will continue to face the embarrassment he has caused for this country, and he will never ever be that person. And I either want there standing with and security / medical personnel behind him to hold him when he's ready to fall. And what our president standing there right there with him, no problem. That's the country we have, and we are not going to allow. But just one good thing we're going to do is to make you have to live with it for the next 6 years. You're clapping like kids. You know, like a kindergarten child standing up. You know, I remember my those days when Joyce, my little daughter, who's now in 11th grade, when we used to go see her talking, and of course she's there trembling, talking, we just clapping, yeah, just to motivate her. Joseph Boakai is your newest baby that you have. So as a result, babies who wear Pampers, the moment they're exerting effort that they ought not to exert, or that you don't expect, you clap for them. So where Boakai is, he's in the Pampers category. So where he is, whatever he's doing there, you're clapping on it because what? You're stealing. At the same time, he's a dummy, he's there, but he's not a dummy. Joseph Boakai is equally an elected criminal. And I will put it that way. I'm very square about it. Let me tell you something. I sat down today and I was having a conversation with somebody. And I said the biggest problem, the biggest shock of the ruling establishment is when Joseph Boakai would choose to be in. You know, you say you're putting wheelchair to main president. The real Tanakanye, the real confusion that will come in the opposition bloc is for Joseph Boakai, who has tasted presidency as this his age, to say he will relinquish power. Prince Johnson, you will be disappointed. You will be because take a look at it. People like Paul Biya of Cameroon, they started the presidency thing from their youthful time, right? And yet they did not want to leave. People like Robert Mugabe they started the thing for they never wanted to leave. One more about the old man who live. Look at their ages where they are practically crawling, and yet they stay on to the presidency. One more about this old man who live better than they do, because at least for he can be walking like zombie walking small, no problem. But if he can look at himself, then you find some of the women there, or maybe because they say he has some concubines, but I don't know. The baby is old now, so he was being his past. You know, when you're youthful age, that's all. But if you look at this old man, what may you think Katumu Boakai or the rest of the other people not telling you, Papi? But look at your man. You see your man, you see people like Raul Mugabe, and you see what Papi, you can still make it. If you not see people around Boakai who will tell you, say, Papi, you can still make it. And Bwaka himself, not that they will be encouraging you, but Bwaka at the age of where he got and where he comes from, where he came from before coming to this level, Bwaka doesn't see it as a blessing. If it were a blessing, he would say, no, God has finally fulfilled a vision. Let me go. It's not. People say, oh, Bwaka just want to sell record. Who told you Bwaka wanted to sell record? Bwaka is very greedy. Bwaka is very much somebody who was like financially depressed. There's nothing a record he has come to set. No. Take a look at him. Does he look like somebody who can set any record? Has he ever have any good record for himself? No. He hasn't. So why are you coming to say there? Ali, if you now manage your own, let's say for instance, I'm here and Kings FM, where it is now. Then we strive how Kings FM managed to bounce back stronger. Kings FM, like we are planning to have something else, an academy for the royal communication. We're planning all of that. And if all of those things are successful and we are personally successful in our personal life, then we can now wake up and say, you know what? I want to go set record now. Because where I am, I have no basis living from here to go anywhere else. No, I have no basis. It's just to go set record, right? So I have served the public. It's not about public servant anymore. I don't have to go become a lawmaker before I serve the public. No. What we are doing here, we are serving the public. We are public servants. Right? I don't have to be a lawmaker before I serve the public. Right? I don't have to be a president before I think I'm serving the public. Maybe I will serve them at a larger level than what I'm doing, which of course will be more impactful. Yeah, that is could be. But again, deeper, I could say, look, I think the only reason I'm going there because the people want me now to go there to do it. It's not myself. That's why you see political ascendancy is always characterized by what petition. That petition will come from the people. It is not yourself. But Joseph Bwaka's life is all about himself. He was hungry. He was terrible. Life was bad for him. He was practically gone. Thanks to former President Weah to bring him back to life. And all he has to do is to be a dictator in this country. Look at who he is. Look at him. Joseph Bwaka, you can hardly hear him. And just watch it. As a voice going down, because those are things, but medically, you can't have that one. You can't have that one. There is nothing they can put in your throat so that you'll be shouting. They want to call. No, you can't do that. Even if you use all the energy now we are exerting here, there's a specific part of the body that is responsible for it. Even if for any reason, we may even get all the plenty money. There is nothing that can keep us shouting, or speaking the loudest, even in our oldest period. Right? So those are things that we know about. Look at he's talking. Nobody had to hear. We have to hear. When you get a group of sycophants, greedy people like himself, hungry people who were hungry themselves, they have decided to be clapping for their hungry father, who was once a hungry man himself. So they all they clapping for each other. So he's the baby now, but of course I don't want to call him baby. They probably knows exactly what he's doing. That's a shock they will get. Right? So this is what it is. So you will now see these things happen. So he's naming things. You will come from somewhere. So let's take for instance, I went to have a discussion with maybe my boss man, Omen Simpson, and I decided to have a conversation with him. Omen Simpson and myself have a memorandum of understanding. That if this is what it is, XYZ has to be done, XYZ before this happens. Woo! I jumped straight to my family. I start telling my family, my woman, you know what? You're coming to travel to America. Where my children? You're coming to go to so and so school. Just a memorandum of understanding that is contingent upon certain things that's supposed to happen. Then I'm telling them, I'm hyping. That is the same thing they did with the yellow machine. They can't change. You know the reason? The desperation of proving a point. So all Bwaka went and begged for is that, chief, I beg you. I told the people, say, you're my best friend. I want for you to please help me. The shame and disgrace in the country too much. I went to Indonesia, nothing happened there. Now that I'm here, Mr. President, please, I beg you, I will your phone. Let's just read some kind of agreement so that the people will see it like, yeah, at least, just like that. So that whatever it is, if you can come, you do your assessment, no problem. We don't get a problem with it. But let me just carry something. It are just proposal. That head there is sitting down, they clapping way here, and they say Joseph Bwaka brought tangibles. You know what they call tangibles? That's deceptive politics. You can lie on your way to power, but you cannot lie while you are governing. It's very difficult for you. I told you propaganda is a tool for opposition, not for ruling establishment. Eh? Opposition, or one who intends to occupy, can easily lie than one who is already occupied. Because you are already in a position. There's nothing you can tell that I don't know about. There's nothing you can tell me again that you will do that will not take me back to where you were and where you are and what have you done to where you are before you tell me, say you will do. But a person whom I know nothing about can be easily believed, and that person can easily deceive me. Then the person, they say, if who you stay with the angel you know, then the devil you haven't seen, right? You know why they always say that? Because the devil you haven't seen, you know nothing about them. But most often, people will like to go to the devil because they believe that there are certain things the angel that they are with may have done that may have made them angry or made them to go against that angel at that time. So you can see it clearly from there. It's not stay. So, and we having a little problem with the stuff, and you can keep doing what you can, and the moment it happens, you will play. But just save that code. Yeah. So just keep playing. It will pop up. It will pop up when we can because I want to see on my screen right here. I'm not seeing it yet, and but just keep playing. A star 7 and a star and a 25 hash. That's the code. Yeah. And at 20K you will get tonight. 20K you get tonight. And so we are back to our Friday jackpot. And so that 20K you get tonight. So then I say right here, all this very die. So let's continue into that. So these are the interesting times for our country. But before I can get on to the CDC thing and run the narrative on it, I would like to do this. And I think for sure, no matter what it is, we are certainly getting there. All right. So the transactions are just started coming. So you can start playing now. Yeah, it has started. It just started. Sorry. It just started. A star 7 nana star 25 hash. Yeah, that's it. So you can do what you can. Keep doing it now. I think it just started entering. Yeah, okay, we just started getting it, please. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. There were some issues with it. And the guy was sorry. So the star 7 and a star 25 hash. Then you get there and do what you can. Right? So let me get on to this one. And okay. So let me get on to this one here so that you hear something because we're hearing about the CDC party headquarters business today. And they say, oh, the CDC party headquarters people, they're not taking from there now. They say, they could say they will move from there because they lost the case, they lost the party headquarters business. And so many partisans have been deeply worried about what's unfolding and how it will happen. And so people are deeply worried. And let's say welcome, and I will try to deal with some of the issues right here on this very die so that you get it, which is very much important for all of us. And we will certainly get there, no matter what the circumstances are. So we are trying again, and again, and we will certainly get there. So, like I said, we are expecting the Lord Mayor to just tell us exactly what we have, and if we can get to Jangara Costa's core and attorney law, and oh God, this country is an interesting country. So we can get on to him. Today is Friday, though, and, a great Friday. So we will get on to him. I want to hear him out and on some of these issues because many of you are deeply worried. Then we'll come up with the commentaries running on what obtained today, and we are interested in running our commentary, and we'll run it the best way we can. So the moment we can get into it and I touch on it, but I will try to read you something, and I wish I'd been emulating on our page as well, and I will try to share with you this, which is very much good for you. So So let me see. Let me share this with you. Something we shared today. So they say emulated from your Koji. So let me see. Okay, this is what he said. So I will get to him subsequently. But let me read this. And it says here that after reviewing barrage of calls from in and around the counties and abroad, from partisans and sympathizers, and concerned Liberians about the party being evicted, we want to assure every citizen, home and abroad, and concerned citizens, as well as our international partners, that the CDC cannot and will not be imaginarily evicted by Mr. Bwaka's effortless attempt to erase the CDC. Effortless attempt to erase the CDC. Partisans can go to bed. The CDC will not take a macro inch away from its headquarters on the remaining 5 years of Joseph Juma Bwaka. As Mr. Bwaka continues to weaponize the court, it is indeed tantamount to having him evicted from the presidency. It is tantamount to evicting him from the presidency. The party's leadership is in full control and remains in good standing. The party's leadership is in full control and remains in good standing. Maybe I need to explain this to you so that you get it. And then if we'll be able to get Koji, we'll be able to have it. But this statement alone speaks volume. Yeah, I just want to share this with you so that you get it. It is very much important. So you can keep playing. I'm about to narrate some things just about now, so that we certainly get there. All right. So this 20K that indeed you get in that ball. So he said, let citizens go and sleep. And there is my perspective on this whole thing. I did post on my Facebook page today, and I said the country is on time bomb. Too many things are happening. Every sector. Terrible things are happening. The ungratefulness. And I'm even surprised that CDC will be crying that, oh yeah, and let me see here. Sorry, let me take this. Let me take it in my heart. Sorry. I will be hearing a CDC crying that the judiciary is being weaponized. Wow. Do you know how many judges and think then that CDC, whatever it is, and sometimes the CDC can be shocked that most of those people then who were appointed, and those appointments, most of those people, and the court is supposed to be independent. It doesn't matter, you may be for any political party. It doesn't matter. Citizens, I want you to go to bed and relax yourself. You are by far better than Unity Party. Even as a sense, you are by far better than Unity Party. Don't mind those things they're running around with. Let me tell you what makes you better. And just yesterday, and I was telling you there was a report that came up. There was a report that came up yesterday from the World Bank or so forth, and said, be proud of yourself. You defeated, but of course you are still strong. And be strong. I'm not a solution, but again, when a party comes to power and does something good, we as people who are non-political or who are non-politically affiliated, all we can do is to say the truth so that the next party can be challenged by that. That's what we citizens have to do, because we say we're not going to be part of any political party, right? But if a party comes and satisfies us, it is our business to highlight that, so that the next party that will come will be told as well and say, oh yeah, that is what it is, right? Let me tell you something. Let's put a Unity Party so and put CDC so. Unity Party served for 12 years. 12 years, they did not. I'm telling you today, they did not, in any sense of trueness, even earmarked plans to say that they wanted to own a party headquarters. No, they didn't. They did not. Instead, they continue to do in-house trading, taking the country money or taking policy money and giving it to family members and so forth. That's what they did. Then when Joseph Boakai took over, Joseph Boakai refused to pay rent. They evicted him. Very poor beggar, very struggling, mismanaged beggar in Joseph Boakai, honor his dream as chair of the Unity Party. Still, they ran away from responsibility. That papa is a liability. He's not an asset. So as a result, the Unity Party incurred liabilities. They ran away from there. Today, good. The CDC paid her rent with possibility to buy. Nobody who build or erect or structure on a rented property without an arrangement with the owners with some possibilities to buy. When you saw it that way, that's why it is. But due to the fact, and some of you were asking questions, why is it that the CDC headquarters is like that, and the vocational center is, the CDC knew that this movement would have come. So the CDC was a bit skeptical. We have built this place, indicating our intention to now buy. Now, the litigation processes were ongoing. So CDC decided to check back a bit and say, look, we need to go into these negotiations. Let me tell you what happened. Achipo Bernard, who is and who was with President Weah, was the one first. He's part of the Bernard's family. He was the one first the CDC was doing business with. Right? So family tension came in, and the other party took him to court. Eventually, that party won. It is the party that today now, the party won. The matter person who has been represented by one guy, the matter woman, or una party, they are una side won the case for that property. The CDC being respectful of the law, they say, okay, since you matter Bernard or whatever it is, that is the you're able to win it, we will now do business with you. Whatever business we're doing with Achipo Bernard, it doesn't matter anymore. We'll now do business with you people. CDC paid them nearly 400,000 in rent for that place. If somebody with possibilities to buy. So under the strength of that, you saw CDC now trying to erect those structures that you see in there. So, right? So, CDC lost power. The same person that CDC been doing business with decided now to wake up and run to CDC and say, you know what? I don't want for you to be giving me this much more money again. Because Joseph Boakai, with his poor, struggling self, and appearing to be rich man, because he fears the presence of the CDC in the mean way. You know, every time they pass in by the CDC headquarters, they don't see defeat. They don't see dejectment. They don't see people looking like they were defeated. They don't see that. And CDC is strategically located. So what Joseph Boakai and his group wants to do is to use whatever means they can use to take CDC off that place. So they go to the lady and tell the lady and tell that estate and tell them, say, you know what? Okay, so let me get to Lord Mayor Koji. He's on the line. Then we'll be able to, I just wanted to talk to him briefly on this, and so that we can get him clear on it. Then I will come to the narrative. That's something I want to tell you. Yeah, I will tell you something. Hello, how are you doing?
How are you, AB?
Oh, yeah. Now I get you now. Yeah, I get you better. Lord Mayor Koji, how's our boss? How's everything with you on our SG?
Well, thank you. Thank you so kindly.
Okay, great to have you on here tonight. Yeah. And I was just browsing through the Facebook page here, and I did read something from here, and apparently they are quoting you to be the orator of this, and these dictions, apparently your dictions, but again, I want to hear from yourself. Today we've been hearing news, screenshots, Facebook flooded with news about CDC's eviction. We will soon take place. What is the initial position of the party from your perspective as Secretary General, the chief scribe of the party?
What I want to say, thank you. Firstly, we want to state to our partisans, there's no need to panic. They should remain calm. My understanding is that the youth league will be having a gathering tomorrow.
Okay.
They are liberty to converge at the party headquarters tomorrow in attendance of the youth league activities. The CDC is a law-abiding institution. Since we occupied the premises of the Benas compound since 2004, we've been in good standing in 2004. But there have been a long-standing, consistent family dispute that prevented us from purchasing this place. So what we did, we consistently liaised with the government, we consistently liaised with the family whenever the court render its judgment to them.
Okay.
Meaning, when Mr. Bernard gave us an opportunity, we sought to pay our rent to him. When Mr. Brahman Dexter, in 2015, when the court ruled, when it was being politically not motivated, when the court ruled, what did we do? Even though when we won the elections, we did not abuse authority to hijack that premises. Even though we have huge investment on our premises, all we opted to do is to have a family settlement. And once they have a settlement, they turn to us. We are 100% willing to purchase the premises. Unfortunately for us, after we lost the elections, we just paid Mr. Brahman $460,000 United States dollars. That's what we paid. So as we speak to you, we are not indebted. But unfortunately, because Mr. Boaka, who has failed to address the pending issues of the Liberian people, the pending issue, he has said publicly and quietly that he will erase the CDC, and demonstrated by his action towards the CDC. We have consistently shown to this country that we are interested in maintaining the peace of this country. What did they do? We filed a bill of information to the court saying that, look, you cannot effectuate a 2015 Supreme Court ruling because Abraham Dexter has been in possession of his property. In fact, he's been receiving money for this property. Unless you want to be political and forget of being legal. And that is what we are helping. We understand Bujubo Painter, Bujubo Keita, who take the right instruction, have intimidated the court, that the court should not hear none of our actions within the premise of the court. So we have said categorically clear, this is a boss staff for Mr. Boaka. And when he think that what he uttered, that can be manifested into action, it is foolhardy, it is not possible. The CDC in good standing, the CDC is a law-abiding country, an institution. That's what our action clearly indicate. 2023 we had elections, we turned this country over. 2005 we cooperated. 2011 we cooperated. To think that you can come and trample on the right of the CDC, that is not possible. So as we speak to you, our rights have been reserved. Mr. Parker is tempering to endanger the peace of this country. It is on Mr. Parker. Mr. Parker should ensure this place. And we said that publicly, our partisan. We have observed the law, and the CDC will not take a macro inch from that premise. The CDC is in full possession of that premises. She has violated no law. If the attendants decide to become a political tool, we can say clearly without stupor that the CDC will engage this situation as politically in any form and manner. So the issue about saying CDC, no, the police, we said that very sharp. The one or two who said to us that he can move to the party headquarters. He needs to be informed. We await anything that Baka has. As Baka proceed, so shall he be served. We effectively, immediately, we absolutely no hesitation. He needs to know this, and that we have communicated clearly with our international partners. We have said to them, we do not want this place to spill over and people say the CDC have demonstrated why it's true that CDC loves peace. The CDC is interested in peace. The CDC have invested in the peace, but the CDC will not tolerate its rights to be trampled upon. The premise is we're not indebted with nobody. We current, and you think you can use political, chicanery, machination. It is the last thing you will do. That is not possible. The CDC will not surrender that in any form or manner. You can trust me, sedition, you can go to bed on this. There's no sense. And let me seize this platform to say to you, in the 15 counties, after the youth league meeting tomorrow, we will also begin to inform you the necessary course of action to take as a political institution in this country. You need to know this, and we do not beg for our existence. We do not negotiate to exist in this country. We are a legally political institution, 12 years in opposition, 6 years in governance. You can't come here and you think the CDC, you will determine the existence of the CDC. If you think about that, that is a sharp definition of insanity. No one can do that to this institution. The people of this great institution are resolved to protect this institution to death.
Wow. Mayor Koji, you're saying all of this, but many thought that there is a deadlock from the Benas, especially they are asking that you people, were you really intending to buy the property? You have to buy 4.2 million. Is that true?
Come again, let me hear you.
Yeah, there are news out there that they provided you people with an option to buy the property at 4.2 million United States dollars. Is that true? And you people are objecting that?
What we say to you is we cannot purchase a property that is before the Supreme Court.
Okay.
We cannot purchase a property that before the Supreme Court. You don't want to purchase a property, then you come and it's the run back to court. All we are opted for since 2004, we wanted a legitimate decision from the Supreme Court indicating that yes, indeed, that this property is solely entitled to this family. We cannot purchase in conflict. As we speak to you currently, we have paid to the both parties to tell you how interested we are. We have paid to Mr. Bonara. We have paid to Environment Tester. Is that not enough to tell you that the CDC is responsible, that the CDC is serious, and to say we are shying away? That is laughable, that is foolhardy, that is comical, and you can only come for a lazy and risky group of people clean themselves, self-inflicted creature called themselves risky mission. We're not irresponsible, Mr. Parker. We're not. We kept this play for 20 years to a decade. Now, one day, any family come to you publicly that CDC have defaulted on its liability. We can't do that. In opposition, we didn't do that for 12 years. Like in 6 years, we do that. We have been law about it. What we try to prevent is political, to politicize and weaponize the court. That is the real issue. The court, as we speak to you, there's a case court with the two family. One cannot claim that you can be selling play $4.2 million. So we can take decision of that. Or we say the Supreme Court will have a hearing on this. When the Supreme Court bring down a judgment, then of course. So what we've been doing, we've been paying our rent, waiting for the Supreme Court decision. That's what we've been doing.
Wow. That's been so okay on the part, and but you said that this is an attempt on the part of Joseph Human Boakai. There is a legal issue that started prior to Joseph Boakai becoming president. How do you draw into this?
Well, Mr. Boakai, would you as we speak to you today, yesterday, the lower court has refused to entertain a bit of information. When Mr. Boakai who have an history of interfering of cases in this place. And Mr. Boakai has clearly demonstrated his conspicuous act of undermining the constitution of this country. He has violated Article 5 of our constitution. Read that. He has violated Article 89 of our constitution. Go and read that. So it's not that we want to show political. No. It's clear we know exactly. We know we're a president. This president, I don't need to tell you that Mr. Boakai, as the simplest thing, if Mr. Boakai as a leader, have he ever, this man who surrendered, forget about the presidency, when you were ill, you have been taken care of, Mr. Weir. With so much, So his first objective is to ensure that the CDC is erased. That's how he has said. And we can see that he have interfered. See what the police did? The police visited our headquarters on 2 separate occasions. On who instruction? On Mr. Barker's instruction. Wherefore, it was an attempt to harm leaders of the CDC. Today, as we speak to you, on the eve, Mr. Barker has been shown. We learn that criminals have breakdown. We call for immediate investigation. 47 have never happened. 47 hardcore criminals. Their information coming to us suggests multiple issues that these people may have been released to target key critical forces, not just only politicians, but even in the civil society. You know what is happening? And Mr. Barker think you can come. The CDC is bigger than his imagination. He can't do nothing about that. He can't do nothing. Beyond with everything before him, he remains inherently pointless and powerless to effectuate a macro inch into harming the CDC. That I can say to you, that is its absolute bus stop. And that will be the trigger point of this country. Mr. Barker, I'm watch up and see. We wait for them in anytime soon. We can say publicly, it's an open statement to him. We wait for him. And that will be the trigger point. And he will get to know that the CDC is not an institution. And that's why we say to our people, you need not to panic. Just wait. You need not to panic. Whatsoever Mr. Barker have asked for, he would graciously be served in a more superior way. And you don't worry about that. The party headquarters, we will not take a macro inch from this. If the court decide to act legally, we act legally. If the court decide to act political, we act political. We think the court should be illegal. Nowhere that the court should refuse to hear every matter. A refusal to hear a matter is tantamount to chaos in the country. And I think Mr. Barker is graciously engendering chaos in this country. And the CDC will be prepared in every form and manner to ensure that Mr. Barker will prevent him in ensuring that this place don't collapse into chaos. He can't do that. Anything that way European, Mr. Barker will face it. He and his group of people, he and a government official, all the innocent people here will not be victims. So Mr. Barker must know that. You must know that very well. The party headquarters is safe, calm. As I speak to you, we speak at the party headquarters, and we hear and nothing further than that. Partisan, you are welcome to come tomorrow. They usually have an elaborate program, a series of meetings, and after that, we will be able to inform you. We are prepared to launch our program. I don't care. Mr. Barker must focus on the issues of our country. Parents cannot afford to send their children to school. Tuition is an issue. Food, people are setting themselves a plate. Cannot find food to eat. We are talking about rental is an issue. Those wire is an issue. Those are you sell to us, people not taking paid. You sell to our doctors. When you take over, you will be able to increase your pay. Those are the pertinent issues. You have traveled out of this country. You say you have 300,000 for travel. We have realized we have spent $2.5 billion on travel. Yet we cannot see tangible that can commensurate with the money you have exhausted for traveling in this country. Those are the pertinent issues that we must address. We should be able to address. We thought Mr. Barker has all as he is. His leadership will focus on addressing the issues of our country rather than trying to break down this country and trying to chase people for make it as low as $150 United States dollars. When you are perceived as a sedition, you do not deserve to live in this country. But Mr. Barker need to know that sedition was in existence before his arrival, and sedition will remain in existence during his departure. He can't do nothing about that. We fear nothing on earth, only God will fear. No human being under the sun that we sedition fear. We fear the Most High God. He needs to know this and the follower. And what they are asking for, not too long. They will get it in full swing.
Wow. So it is not just only tied to this party issue. Are there other plans the party is making? Because you are saying what they're asking for. There are several things that the party has been hit by hardly. Let's come to the issue of the communication that was sent in relation to the saga that unfolded on August 22 at the party headquarters. The government wants to investigate. Your chairman wrote back and saying that no, they need an independent body. They cannot subject themselves to parties that may have allegedly committed those crimes against the party. You people stand by that?
Basically, it was hypocritical for the justice minister to play mockery with the situation. With people who presented conflicting statements, it was indicted or something. Up to now, you cannot even move to them to take action. What kind of hypocritical situation is that? In the same DA, when something happened, you took action. You went to LTA, you took action. Today, situation that were at the verge of collapsing the peace of this country. Today you come because international community are putting you under pressure. You engage into hypocrisy and you say you want to. No, the CDC cannot do that. That's that in an independent, impartial investigation where you can be able to look. All we want is to ascertain those people who won and inflicted bodily harm on our people and cause damage. That's what we want. You can't come here and go on in.
Yeah, sorry.
You cannot. Who does that? You cannot be the referee and the player at the same time. Do you need to become a rocket scientist to know that? Who does that? Today, people who engage into murder, Mr. Parker is appointed them. Is he a serious person to look at those things like that? Take for example the internal affairs minister. Internal affairs minister who participated in the saga in Lofa County that led to the murder of Tama. What did Mr. Parker do? Mr. Parker appointed him. He was rewarded. And even those corporates who were indicted, Mr. Parker appointed them as mayor, commissioner, and superintendent. That's how he did. So for us, we remain loyal party, but we will not surrender in any form. The other thing we're doing, we are now very active. No sedition will be vulnerable again. We can say that to you. That vulnerability, no sedition. We have written. We just wanted to say to the world that yes, indeed, we have power. We want Mr. Parker to say CDC is doing things I want to ornament this country. But this is not about ornament, it's about our survival, about our people, and that the Lord of nature is self-preservation. We will ensure that every sedition, the 1 year of bone will be protected. And that protection will not come from Mr. Parker. We have the mechanism to protect our people. They will be instructed in a form and manner to seek self-defense. And very soon that will be executed to the code. And that's what we try to do. We're calling everybody attention so that no one can mistakenly say to us that look, the CDC was in power, the CDC left for power, the CDC is angry. We are not angry. We have accepted. We live in the Liberian people. So because we live in the Liberian people, whatever decision the Liberian people take, we are a law abiding, we are respecter of the people. We have taken that decision. But what we will not tolerate for Mr. Barker think that we have to negotiate our existence, for Mr. Barker to imagine that sedition will be honorable honor in leadership, that is not possible. No sedition going to be vulnerable honor in leadership. Not even the one, the sedition, not yet to be born, will not be vulnerable. We provide the requisite mechanism deployed adequately that every right, given right to them as human beings and as Liberian will be protected. And we want to sound that to the police now again. The police must be seen as people working for the state. They should not allow themselves to be reduced as mercenaries against these people. Because very soon, those will separate the mercenaries from the police, from the real police, and the mercenaries will be dealt with decisively.
The last time you spoke about Russians doing business in Liberia, I'm saying that the international partners have raised this very alarm. You raised this alarm prior to the election that the Unity Party was doing business with Russians wanting to come to this country. Now we're seeing newspaper publications about Russians in the country. They're scaring for our country, especially these are people who do business with terrorists. And what is the party's position on that?
The party think that Mr. Bwaka is carelessly endangering the safety and our security and our international relationship. In such like this, we expect the first thing Mr. Bwaka did not do. He's a system minister, threatened his safety lawmakers, and he claimed to be a trained Russian mercenary. What did Mr. Bwaka do? Mr. Bwaka awarded him a courtesy photo, a photo courtesy. And up to now, the assistant minister going to work. He's sitting in an air-conditioned vehicle in his office, and he proudly claimed to defend Mr. Bwaka. So it tells you, it implied that Mr. Bwaka has zero interest, but that we have, we can say as an institution that Mr. Bwaka needs, because leadership is not in absolution. It's not in isolation. Leadership means when your action has a bearing effect, a consequences on the Liberian people. He needs to take this very seriously, because have a trickle-down effect on the Liberian people. We think these kind of information demand a speedy investigation. We think it demand a speedy investigation. So because we do not want to endanger the safety of our people in this country, as a responsible government, we think Mr. Bwaka, he should not be sloppy, he should not be careless, as he continues to demonstrate his gross insensitivity to the plight of the Liberian people. So we think as a party, we think it's important for him to launch a speedy investigation to ascertain the actuality of what's been said about those occurrences in our country. It's something very alarming, and it's something demand an urgent investigation, so that we can be able to understand as a country and as a people. Because we do not want Mr. Bwaka, inherent insensitivity to endanger the people.
Wow. All right, and Lord Mayor, hearing from you tonight, and a lot of citizens are listening, and of course Liberians as well, who know the state of this country, these measures are ongoing, and so forth. All of those things are happening, especially to this country, and people are looking to see. But again, some would say the anger of the CDC comes from the backdrop of the Unity Party's robust action towards the fight against corruption. Several of your former officials are currently being arrested and, of course, persecuted for corruption-related issues. So why is the CDC getting so angry at the fight against corruption?
The CDC cannot. The Unity Party don't have what it takes to activate the CDC. It's exhibited maturity in our engagement.
Okay.
The CDC have exhibited that. The CDC cannot be angry. It is the Unity Party that has decorated itself as angry winners. We led this country for 6 years, and we turn it over in imaginary error, in a fatal testimony lead, less than 1%. You cannot do that and be referred to as an angry person. Nobody does that. What is here? It is the Unity Party that is seriously angry. Their insecurity, because there are several things about the Unity Party insecurity. One, they lie to the Liberian people. Today they're being confronted with the reality. They cannot solve the issues. They lie to the Liberian people. We are going with in 9 months. There have been nothing. There have been multiplicity of untold suffering on the Liberian people. That is the lie. So they will crumble under the weight of their incompetence. That's what's happening today. The second issue, along with the CDC with me, the CDC poses a threat. That is their insecurity. We're not angry. What we have said, see, India is short a possible time. We are saying to you, you should not cherry pick. We have no issue here. We believe in transparency and accountability. But when to say Mr. Bwaka will break down the Constitution and think and engage into charade, and you think you can bamboozle the Liberian people, that you say you fight corruption. He needs to answer to the people about the 500,000 to knock out. He went to NASCAR. He needs to answer about 8 million. alteration 20 million. So accumulatively, you will be close to 100 million is in missing in action. We cannot locate them. And we're doing that very soon, and those things will be all out there. There will be a need to answer where is the people's money. To say the CDC is angry. No, the CDC is not angry. You need to demonstrate transparency, credibility, then you get their attention. If you were doing exactly what you're doing, the Labrepo here, the Labrepo are not stupid. They may be suffering. They may be you may have created, suffering for them, but they know exactly. There are things that will not happen for the CDC. They showed the CDC. If Mr. Parker were genuine, the fact of Russia here, the Liberian people will be celebrating it. The Liberian people see, they know that Mr. Parker is behaving, that left is very short for him. So he tried to loot the country. Loot the country on an industrial scale. Take for example, people like us. They were the West team. Coach was a murderer. Coach was a criminal. Today we in this country, all we ask for, Mr. Parker, here we are, you preside over the case, investigator. Bring the facts that you said today. Look at the case of the late Jalamusu. If the Supreme Court say there was no sufficient evidence, Mr. Parker, no, you should not bury it. You should reopen the case. You should investigate the government. If you want to find the murderer, why they are not trying to find the murderer? You're trying to bury the leg here. What is it? What is it? What is it? For left doesn't matter. A matter of fact, you said those are some of the things that you came to power. Some of those mysterious killing. In the absence of finding the murderer, today we've been told that the remains of the lady here will be buried. But we say to you, Kenneth, once there is a God in heaven, there is a being to pray, there is a prayer to answer. The dead will have an opinion, and the dead will render their opinion. That opinion will take preeminent than any other opinion that has been rendered here. Because once that girl was killed in a mysterious way, the blood that was spilled on the sword will never shut down. It will cry out to the God of justice. And the God of justice will answer that crying blood. I can say to you, Ebi, in this country, one day we pray for long life. We should be here for long life and good health. Whosoever participated in the murder of that innocent soul, Liberian people will definitely crash to the ground, will definitely rise again. We want to say publicly to Mr. Puaka, it's a landmark case. You need to reopen the case. You need to investigate. We need to find the murderer. In the absence of finding the murderer, you cannot be conducting a funeral procession. It's not fair to that innocent soul. You cannot politicize. So it tells you the issue about weaponize. You try to weaponize the court only because of political reason. Those are the things. The CDC is not angry, Ebi. The CDC will never be angry. We are happy people. We are confident people. We are part of the people. And that's why our decisions are taken in the alignment of the Liberian people. Every decision we took here, we were able to ensure that those decisions resonate with the people. When Mr. Weir decided to go to West Point and put a football in because he knew that the children in West Point deserved to have an impact. When Mr. Weir said, wax fee, that burden should be shifted, what did they say? They say to us that the parents, because he understands what it means, that burden, a child who come from the slum will appreciate. To go to LU, he knows what it means. A child from Clarendon understand how to pay a tuition. Those are the decisions we took. But the people misunderstood us. They deceived the Liberian people and they paraded coaching them, and the lesson of Mr. Weir was the wrong. But we say to them, God in heaven is our best joy. Today, the year, we are asking them to produce a change, if not change. They deceive the Liberian people that they have change, but instead they were seeking a chance to engage into wholesome, looting of the country. But they will be accountable for that very soon.
All right. Thank you, Lord Mayor, for the time. We appreciate it. Is there any other thing you want to say before we take leave of you?
I want to say thank you, AB. Thank you so kindly. And let me re-emphasize my voice to the Liberian people and sedition. Sedition around all of you who coming from around the country, who coming from the country, all of the county chairperson, like I said to you, remain stay put. Remain stay put. We understand everything you're doing. As I spoke to you, remain stay put until otherwise other will inform you in a not too long distant future. Do not panic. Those are the youth leaders having an activity tomorrow at the party headquarters. Those at Surrey who have been contacted, you can come at the party headquarters. We'll inform you. Next week will be a basic week for the party, and we'll subsequently inform each and every one of you and say, but you can go to bed that the CDC will not surrender a macro inch. The CDC is a law abiding, but the CDC reserves the right to protect its right in any given circumstance, and never again a sedition will be victimized by any Mr. Boaka. When that happens, we can say to you, we respond sharply in any means possible. Thank you.
Thanks so much. He's the Secretary General of the CDC, and Jefferson Koji there speaking to the issues. You know, I was just on the verge of talking about it. I think he explained everything about how this entire area of business is. CDC, because the issue there is why it is true that another case is being dealt with by the local court, by the lower court, and Achipa Bena was able to file another application to the Supreme Court. So in the wake of all of that, they said they cannot pay to just bar. No, that would be the rate. So who will be giving the money? But they are willing to bar, and that's where they are. But again, they said they expressed serious dissatisfaction, let me say, and frustration over the fact that the court is not willing to hear them out, which amounts to something that could point to chaos. And the courts cannot hear you out because the court is the last place of hope for mankind. And when you go there, you should be heard. And that's what he said. But again, you heard him, and this is it. So what more can I say tonight when Koji has said practically almost everything that we intended to have said? Now you see where we are. And we said things are not okay. Listening to these kind of things, it should take terrorists to want to invest in Liberia because they themselves are rebels. And that's why Boaka is doing business with all of the terrorists and rude people all over. China, they're not scared. China, they don't care about human rights. They like it, they can support anybody. They like it, they can even support killing in this country. They care. Boga does not have time. Boga has brought in Russians. He doesn't care. So you heard Matt Jabalena saying, oh, yeah, we're trained by Russians. Yes, they did train them. And they are now giving whatever to the Russians is here in this country. But some of us, we don't care about what they think. And I want to say thanks to Lord Mayor Koji for the statements. I wholeheartedly, 100%, whether you go or you come and whatever you want to put, I support it. Boaka does not want to govern. He doesn't even know how to govern. So as a result, the best thing you can do is to teach him some lessons. And if he's being taught and he can make it, you take him off the class. You know, that's how the people used to treat some students. When they teach you a lesson, you can't make it, they demote you. When they demote you, you can't make it, they give you NTR. At the stages then there, right? So you teach a lesson. When you finish teaching the lesson, when a person don't want to learn it, you demote them. Then, of course, when you finish demoting them and stay not working, then you take them from there because they're not supposed to be there. This is our country. Look, this country is for all of us. And all we can pray for, we may have our disagreements, dissatisfactions. But the progress of this country is one thing we'll never compromise. So anybody who stands in the way of the progress of this country, we're not going to compromise it. No, we don't care. Look, I care less about anybody recognizing me. Once my Liberian people who are born of this soil, they recognize me as their hero, I'm happy. I care less about anybody else. Look, let me tell you something. When you have the people on your side, who do you care about? No one else. Nobody from outside can take you in an inch for this country and do anything better for me. The people who can do better thing for me are the Liberian people. We will talk for them. We will stand with them. And this is where we will stand by them. We not just want to stand by them. No, we will stand by them. We'll stand with them. We'll talk for them. And that's exactly what we are going to be doing. We care less about how anybody feels. Until the right things are done for us to come to the stage of saying, okay, yeah, people are proceeding. So let's take, for instance, if Waka were to be somebody who have incorporated some opposition, yeah, it will make it very safe for people like us to be very careful how we deal with it, because the issue there is there are some of our friends, especially who are also like from the ANC or whatever. What I mean, made the whole country to be there. The days that we have graduated from, where people die at the University of Liberia because they say Amos Sawyer then were fighting for multi-party democracy. Gabriel Bacchus Matthew then, they said they were fighting for multi-party democracy. Then Joseph Bonga bring us back to the true wake era, where only one party could rule the state. That period, we have graduated long from that era, where one party was in control, that one party state. People fought for it. Amos Sawyer then, who died today, they said they were fighting for multi-party democracy. Yeah? Today, when we talk about multi-party democracy, it's not about group of politicians going to election or party. No, it's about one party rule. No, that's not what it is. After the elections, there are people who have to be there. The likes of Ellen Johnson, Selina, in fact, when Joe then decided to be in power, whatever, Ellen were there. Yeah, you know what it takes? That indeed you have people leaving from other sectors and things there and say, look, we want to work in the government, and of course will be accommodated. Let them willingness say they now want to work. But you must be able to incorporate. That's just what it is. So you see some of the issues. Let me tell you something. You're lucky, you're not lucky. The way Boga running the country, no investor will come here. Or will say so forth. So what we are fighting for is for Boga to either leave so that our country is safe for investors to come. Investors will not come. The thing that you're listening to, you don't even know what will happen. The police cannot help it. The AFL cannot help it. What will happen in this country? Yeah, Boga, just get ready to just go down. You know, the very things that we are talking about, there are people, look, there are some security guys. You know how many the security personnel that they have dismissed? Do you know how many times they are going to the national legislature, nobody hearing them? They don't want to pay them, nobody hearing them. You think that men will sit and allow themselves to be as they are, to struggle there and their family, they can't see their children going to school? Do you know how long prolonged stress, trauma it will create, especially for a parent? You know, school just opened, right? Some of them started feeding it already. They can't live with it forever. To see a semester, their children can't go to school, you think they will live with it forever? To see their children not going to school, you think they will live? Anything that pops out in this country, these are people that will go for the neck of Waka. All men like that, who has no future, he's trying to ruin the future of thousands of young people in this country. And you think they will allow it to happen? Because they say, oh, yes, yes, yeah, they know. The Constitution provides for another action. Why it is true that election is another democratic means, there is another action, which of course is civil action as well, that the Constitution provides for. And Boga does not know whether he will survive that action. Because when it starts, when the wave starts, just check Boga security and they start. All of them thinking police then will assign them to them. You see Gregory Coleman, the police RG, get whole 20 bodyguards passing around. Patrick Suru used to be in convoy. Just passing around. Patrick Suru. How many convoy you used to see Patrick Suru with? Patrick Suru were passing all around here. Right? The men will be in the traffic. How many? You could now see that Bwaka and his officials, they are passing with securities already because they are insecure. Your character is your best security. The way you work with people are your best security. All of them passing around, they are getting scared. And we are just telling them what we want. In the community, they know the noise, then they're hearing from there already. Let something pop up, they will know what will happen to them. They are assigning police to themselves. You say you're serving people and you just won election, you're supposed to be celebrating. Now you there? All right, we're certainly getting there. But that is it. This is quite important for all of you. And I think we'll certainly get there. And we'll take all nonsense people from our page. You may like to whatever. We don't joke here. Look, this country is about us now. So anybody who acts foolish will take you off the page. You go and sit somewhere else. Go look for a different page to sit on. You can sit here on our page. So that's where we are. And we think for sure we are certainly getting there. Good. With God above all, we will over all prevail. We've always said that. So keep playing your cash giveaway. Star 799 star 25 hash is 20,000 you will get when we do the draw. So the star 799 star 25 hash. Koji has spoken, and we just said it. This is where we are. Let's get to the line. Interact with your callers right here on this die. The WhatsApp line is there. It is what? And I think it's on the screen there for those of you following via YouTube. And okay, yeah, via YouTube as well. And I hope you can get the numbers. And the numbers are there. Yeah, the WhatsApp number is 0778 0778 Yeah, that's a WhatsApp number. You can also use it as well. Wow, WhatsApp phone apparently is on. So let me see. Let me get on right here. Let me put on the Avin Wisher and of the party. Hello, you doing, Avin?
How are you, my brother? How are you?
I'm doing so great. Avin, let's hear from you quickly, my brother.
Yeah, quickly, I'm calling you from the headquarters of the Indomitable Mighty Congress for Democratic tonight.
All right, let's hear from you.
As a matter of fact, we are now converged at the headquarters of the Indomitable Mighty Congress for Democratic Change. There are over 500 young people who have already rallied in defense of their ideology, in defense of the party hegemony, in defense of the party history. And we are about to do what we call a bonfire. A bonfire is where the young people will gather around the fire to reflect on the struggle and the attempt to make a brother to try to jeopardize the peace and security of the country. So as I speak to you, there's a huge number of turnout tonight, and the young people are in turbulent mood that Mr. Brother cannot reduce the democracy to one-party system. I'd like to appreciate the little Secretary General of our movement for having given the official position of the party. And that's why tomorrow morning, all young people across the land of this country, particularly for the 17 electoral districts, will be converging and will give them a particular message, including civil servants, motorcyclists, and young boys who've been chased around the corridors, and even people who are then victimized by this government, including those who lost their relatives and families by the police, in casualty and the police brutality. So it's going to be a very serious convergence tomorrow. Young people are going to rally at the 5 o'clock by 11. About 11, we're going to give them the message. And that message will determine whether Liberia belongs to the Unity Party, whether this is the Republic of Waka or the Republic of the Rescue Mission. The CDC is not going to turn her back after the revolution. They are never going to bear. I will guarantee you, AB, that enough of this matter is enough. Like the Secretary General said, we are rolling our sleeves. We are wearing our boots. We are amalgamating our forces to ensure that the peace and security of this country remain protected and citizens will not escape. We will never negotiate our existence. And that's what I want to say to you. Come to the Parliament tonight, the young people are celebrating. The Secretary General of the party, come to the Parliament tonight. We are about to light the bonfire. And we are celebrating that we are with the arrogance of the Unity Party. We're going to show you that the final hours will come. Then there will be casualty on one side. Thank you ever so much.
Wow. All right. Thank you, my brother, for your contribution. And you're hearing these things. I don't know what you make of it. And I would think for sure it's quite bad for our country. These are not kind of things that we would like to hear. But who is provoking who? And that's the question now. The civil society actors, the religious leaders who've been sitting dormant. What are you people saying now? What's really going on? Are you people happy about what you're hearing? Hello, how are you doing? Let's go on the next. Hello, how are you doing?
Maybe it's your life. Good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
This is Austin when I speak to you from Monrovia.
Austin.
Oh, I think enough is enough. They want to feel to themselves that they are more superior. They are someone down the line that is superior. And let me say this to you. If you go in the bush to pick a leaf for medicine, you want your hands crossed over. Someone is using it. Let me say this to the rescue team. And I appreciate the secretary tonight. The one thing I got for him, which is Waka has reached to his bus stop. Enough is enough. Liberians are not stupid. Even people that are dismissed because of the interest are not stupid. They are Liberians. They are not foreigners. Even if they were foreigners, there's a way to fire them or to remove them. Let me say thanks to our leaders. You know, we are getting the spirit. Tomorrow morning, listen to the country. We will move at the headquarters of the CDC. The young people, the old people who have been dismissed. Look, enough is enough. These guys are going to loot. They are thinking about the bread and butter issue. Their lives are chasing it. So what they can do now to save their face is to disgrace the most revolution of country, the party. But it will not work. Our party, your market for food. We will move there tomorrow morning. It costs us to be there for the whole week or the whole month or the whole year. We will be there. Tomorrow morning, we will be there. Tomorrow will come out.
All right.
But as the brother said, the bomb is lighted and it will explode very soon. Thank you.
Thank you, boss, for your contribution. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah.
I am Othello Jim.
All right, Othello, let's hear from you, please.
We are calling from a brother community. Yeah, I monitored the show. I listened to the SG. He spoke lengthily. But I'm disappointed. Disappointed in the sense governance is not about sympathy. If our president thinks me and Rapper fell off, then I'll take money to care into hospital. God forbid I get do it. So this is the payback Joseph Porter is giving George Weah. No country political leader can accept to that what George Weah did. So it makes me a physician to somehow be discouraged about my own party. You don't do that. Just about see what Rapper to you, see what for you saw the thing. Then you beg the member to say, we get to hospital, I will never do that. So our party, what they discourage some of us.
Okay. So we passed that already, and I thank you so much, my brother. We passed that. Hello, how are you doing? We are all humans, and of course, the Bible says it all. But anyway, it's political. Anyway, how are you doing? Yeah.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine, boss. One, let's listen to you, please.
Please, man, can you please show me where the counselor is?
Which counselor?
The legal passport to the president.
I'm gonna show you his house.
Yes.
For what? To go do what in there?
We want to choose that main house. I want to house.
Oh, you can't go to the house. You make an office. Go there when you want meeting. Go to his
I
office.
think he want to do it in legal way, so we want to address it in legal way. I house.
No, don't go to anyone's house. They may have a place to be. Yeah, hello, how you doing?
Very strong, man. How are you, pa?
Yeah, fine. Yeah, let's leave that, brother. Hello, how you doing? Yes, okay.
Yeah, I come for Abraham calling for National Basketball Court.
Yeah, let's hear from you.
Brother Ebi, you know what? They fought Goliath. They were the end of the
Okay.
Joseph Waka, he said you were going to make breaking and change. Every law or constitution you broke it. The least thing you want to do to take breath for the left selective mob in the new party land. And I will say this to the Latvian people. If we not for Latvia, we forget about the blue and green party base. The chaos are coming out again. I tell you before I say, before we on record. Joseph Baka is not able to control that. You see what God showed to all you. See there? Last year, 4 morning, January 22nd, he called Kona Koi. Joseph Baka don't able to lead the country, so he won't cause Kenya in the way for what is that Kenya will locate. So Latvian people, there is not for CDC. There is for Latvian. They will not see the roads are going because after what for Joseph Baka follow up, the Jeremiah Pierre, the man is too advocate. He is peace. He too bad of instead of that minister. Let them almost say what is going, what is creepy. If we further into that Baka football, hey, rapper, hey, testing pocket, a both generation, no flower waiting like up the apple, Trinity and United Party, because God will happy tomorrow, God will visit Baka today. If this one they will happen, because Baka is wicked, and the last look at the country, the way the country is going, where in the world yet? President will bring any position. You getting me? Yeah? President will say, left people, and even enough opportunity to say, John, we are employing you. It's not enough for you for Joseph Baka say because you are there for set there, so you are citizen for war for Joseph Baka. The war for God as I'm speaking to you, and simply Joseph Baka, so there will be no blood set to 12 months at work. For accepting Joseph Baka, companion. And one thing I want to say today to you, speaking for me, the speaker is saying transfer way. You get me? Because
let me put a WhatsApp line on for these. All right, thank you so much, man, for your contribution. I appreciate that. Hello, how you doing? Let me get on to the next caller.
Yeah, bro, what's up?
Yeah, fine. Go on. Let's listen to you.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is Eddie P from Chicken to Factory Memorial.
Yeah, Eddie, let's listen to you, please.
Yeah, Kill, and let me say, and let me call it Kill, Eddie. Eddie, you know, to be honest, the type of news that we hear today, it was sad to some of us, but thank God, hearing from Koji tonight, I will later be released. And I believe Koji, we believe in you. We know that nobody will temper a run party here for us, because I know that we'll put it in place. But Koji said something low. It is time that nobody, especially from the opposition or the government party, to come and see, to come and test our people again, Eddie. Those days are gone. We have to stand for our people. We have to stand for them. Look at the people that are dancing today. What the Papa really want for us? What he want to do? So it was bad thing that you fall down today, President, we are raise you up. So that the one thing President we ever do, I'm telling you to yourself, I can 6 years, it's now 100 years. Stop the thing you're doing. Stop it. Some of us, so we're telling you, not them what today, you move for in power. Sometimes they will leave, your children will leave. One day we will not miss our words. We will not miss our words, we will not be afraid again. I will guarantee you, baby, if God want to lose our life, we'll do it. But we will not be afraid of the people again. It's too much. We respect other people. But the woman will be doing everything that they for. After you will live on a monastery for 12 years, you are not learning nothing. Everything you dare respect it. How do you expect all to respect you as a president? If you do that to her, to tell our father here for her, then we can say that we will respect you, we will not respect you, to be honest with you. Thank you, Eddie.
Hello. Good evening. Good evening.
Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing fine, Eddie. This is the voice of... Hello?
Yeah, go on, we're listening.
Okay, this is the voice of William S. Simon. I'm from Macau, Nature at the level. Member of the GND and JKK Youth Alliance.
All right, go on.
Eddie, I sat keenly and listened to the SG of the CDC. Eddie, it's about time that we are young people. Let us learn to speak the truth to our fellow followers. If people will be accusing United Party of being involved, most especially the president, of being involved into the newest saga of the CDC headquarters, I think it is wrong. Because if you look at it, it'll be 12 years United Party rule this country, and there's not a day that in the history of CDC that United Party attack or carry on any invasion to the party headquarters. CDC leader the country for 6 good years. So when United Party left from Broad Street, so they want to tell us at that time when CDC was leading. At that time, it means that CDC was behind our invasion. Eh?
Okay.
Hello?
So yeah, no, we're listening. You want me to answer that question?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, but then just be talking now. Just be talking. Yeah, then just be talking now.
Yeah, the reason I'm saying that because right now they are accusing the United Party government and the president is beyond the saga of CDC headquarters, and that is erroneous. It is not true.
Okay.
So it's about time that we put parties in it aside. Let CDC try and get a suitable area, and the leaders of CDC to understand that all of those young guys are behind there. They'll not always be behind there. They should learn and do the rightful thing for the party. Cancel County.
All right. So there is a right here on this very die. We are certainly getting them, my brother. Thanks so much for your contribution. We appreciate that. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, good evening, Eddie. How are you?
I'm fine. Oh, thank God for life.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is Mohammed Guitar, member of the Civil Rights Movement in Liberia.
All right, go on,
you
Guitar.
know, Eddie, the evening when I listened to the video this evening, where you provide the information to us, this is the time. All the elders that in the town, they can talk, people listen, you know. So one group of people cannot be intimidated. So, for me, we are currently in a social service organization. We are calling on the international community. Yeah, a delicate file are trying to blaze in the country, AD. they had to go around the fire. CDC are bent to that part because we all are bent here. If somebody are paying rent to somebody, even if you want to do it, they respect or invade that person, until that's how it can happen. So we calling on the elders, we calling on the religious people, all the traditional council, those that in the interest of Liberia. Because now the kind of hardship in the country, just imagine 86,000 human beings are there out of job. A lot of people are being threatened in down offices in the country because they perceive that they are not human beings to serve in government. If anything will come in the country again, that means the educated people, we are not doing our work. So we all have to put our head on desk. When you leave CDC to that party called AB, what happens? People are willing to pay their money. It's not like to say people owing their not paying. Then you are killing the people through the law, and according to the point, we are listening to him through the evening. He wrote the court for the court to hear. They will be silent. So for me, the greater responsibility is now on the shoulder of the government. Because now government, you are there passing all around for investors to come. But if you have the kind of tension in the country, no one will bring that money here. So over Joseph Braka, your presidency, we are begging you. We don't want for nobody to leave in the country. Now our children, we all here. Democratic issue, AB. All the billions are warning one another. Then you won't be another crisis here. So AB, all the opportunities some people have internationally, locally, you start doing your call. We don't want nothing to happen in the country. Need to go to that country if they will pay or if the family member will come, they want to buy and they want to continue to leave. Political party activity, religious activity is so risky in the country. So thank you very much for the opportunity, AB.
All right, thank you. Thanks for your contribution. We appreciate that. This is where we are. We are forever grateful to the Almighty God. We certainly getting there. And that is it right here on this very day. So let's get on to the next caller. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, how you doing?
I'm okay. This is Lloyd D. Johnson, physician by loyalty, and I'm joining from a poor college number 11 to this South Carolina community.
Wow.
Thank you. You know, I listen to coaching tonight. I feel more brave than ever before. Those are things that we like to hear from the past. They make us who are followers to them, they make us more brave. Let me tell you, if Joseph Barker thinks he wants peace, we'll give him peace. If Joseph Barker wants to hear God's time, we'll give him God's time. But that particular party, if you see that party that are working will go change, it will be the end of the religious state. Because we are here and without be tired, we'll see together when we try it. The religious state will end right there. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for your contribution. We appreciate that. And let me get on to the next caller right here on this die. Hello, how are you doing?
Machi, how you doing?
Yeah, Pascal, let's listen to you quickly. Let's hear from you, Pascal.
Thank you, my nephew. Thank you so kindly. So, I'm referring you tonight to the book of Ecclesiastes. I may not be too exact with the scripture, but I'm very certain it's there. And I'm quoting this because one of the callers said something which I certainly agree. The Bible says we should not only be over the wicked, or over the good, so you can be between there. This president, our president that we still consider president, has lived his life for his country. But Mr. President, I'm talking about George Weah. If the people for whom you live your life for are suffering, if the people for whom you live your life for whom you allow things to go, are still not being treated the way you want them to be, then you have to turn. And this is why I said to many persons who are even dreaming that CDC will vacate that place in their dream, we are asking them to go back to sleep in the day. Look, baby, I have not stood up for anything in my life. Now with this crazy decisions that the people made in 2023, we know they were in error. We saw it. We complained about it. We inform our people they didn't listen. Sometimes God allow you, to have your will. But let me inform Mr. Braga, and that's why we speak the way we speak. You can't hear you put the door, you will catch Pascal, you even go. But let me tell you, they will have to die because we want to protect our constitution. They will have to die because Mr. Braga is breaking the law. Look, for me, I don't care This government and his reckless official, I listened to Pierre who said when president travel, you're not going to come out with back of money. Is your brother from Pastor really normal? Is he normal? Because he was the one who was asking Joshua, what did you bring? Every time Joshua travels, you were asking, what did you bring back? You come on platform and say, when you travel, you're not going to bring back money. Sometimes, where did you guys actually learn your book from? Is Mr. Pierre normal? Is he a real normal person? Is he a real minister of information who speaks like somebody who is from somewhere else? We got to be careful, Mr. Parker. You got 5 years and some more months to govern. If you're tired, because I know you're tired, you is not only that you is, you very ill, not only that you ill, but you lost every sense of direction everywhere. If you think seditions will come down to your knees, because the only way you people will suffer, your family have always survived from government. When you were born up to the time you president, everything about you is government, and you think we will sit here and you run on seditions and Liberia because you said you were erased us. But what mean we want to know? But we can tell you, even if Mr. Weir will not come to the front, we will stand up for our rights and will protect the Constitution. Thank you so kind of AB.
All right, thanks, boss, for your contribution. We appreciate that. Musa, Musa, let's hear from you.
Good evening,
Yeah.
Sonny Young.
Yeah, boss.
Thank you for allowing me to speak on King's FM, and thank you for the work you continue to do for this country. I stand in support of every statement made by the Secretary General of our party that we will not kowtow to anybody. We are not afraid. We will exist and we will resist any unlawful behavior by anybody. In fact, I am not a lawyer, but eviction cannot be applied to the CDC. So for anybody to think that you say you're going to use eviction law, no, we cannot be evicted because we were legally occupying that premises for all the number of years that we've been there. I just want to add my voice to the voice of the Secretary General to encourage our supporters through all the length and breadth of this country that we remain mighty, we remain strong, we remain steadfast and focused. We will be at the party headquarters starting tonight, tomorrow, and each and every other day, inshallah, when God agrees. Sedition, do not be deterred, do not be carried away by what you hear. We are here to defend our party, and so shall it be. Thank you so much.
Thanks, boss, for your contribution. We appreciate that. So, our winners, 20,000 people, and our winners, and sorry that I don't know why the line went off, but let me speak before Emmanuel Gobe. Yeah, Gobe or Grandba's accounting. Emmanuel, let's hear from you quickly, please.
Yeah, bro, thank you. Anyway, I want to say thank you for the show, and I want to also again tell all of our colleagues and citizens to be patient. You know, I listened to one of your callers, AB, and you are saying that the citizens are alleging that it is a united party, people that are masterminding the taking of the party headquarters from citizens. But if you follow the social media right now, they are the ones that are posting all on social media, trying to play mockery.
Yeah, but it's obvious they will do that. It doesn't mean they support it. It's obvious they will celebrate your downfall. They may not be part of it, but they can celebrate it.
But you know, AB, they are forgetting to know that even if they were to take the property from us, we are going to be happily moving because we are not moving with debt on us, unlike they who were removed from their party headquarters on 2 occasions, and currently they are squatting. You know, so I don't think that it should be something. So I also listened to our Secretary General when he said that the purchase of a property, the case can be in court, and then the article will go and purchase it. I think that is a brilliant idea because tomorrow that same money could be spent, and then the property could be taken from us again. So thank you very much.
Thanks, boss, for your contribution. Let me get to the WhatsApp line now. I think it's got activated. All right. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, fine. Sorry, the line was off. I don't know. I didn't even know. Sorry. Yeah, go on.
Thank you, Ari, man. Thank you for your everything you said. But maybe I listened to one of my brother
I think it was the first or the second quarter, he made a brilliant point. And this is some of the reasons sometimes we sit down, we get some of us get angry. And to be honest with you, I didn't believe, but today that Magiden, other than what the cause of what happened, President, we are sending Joseph Walker to hospital to be treated. Today, you're seeing the result. But you know what bothered me more, AB? The wife of the president, the children, they have no remorse to say, oh no, you can't do this. When you were at the point of death, you were right near the hole. They may rescue you. They may took you. You had no business doing it. Maybe I think you know the story with Bago Matthew and Ellen Johnson Sally, what she did to him. To the grave today. And you understand? So, but if that man will say that and doing nothing and children, they wept. They got no shame to say, no, we can't allow the thing to happen. Those people, they are heartless family. They got no remorse in their own family. They got wicked ways. They were just born and reared like that. That's how the father is continuing to do. But lastly, AB, those people were homeless during the 12-year regime. After they left power, they had no place to sit. So the shame that embarrassed them, they want to use that same opportunity to bring it upon our party, thinking that they will evict the party out of the place and and go beyond the owner to be able to evict the party. Listen, man, our party is a grassroots party and it's a party by the people. It's not by individual. We are willing to spend, we are willing to contribute to spend our money for the party headquarters to be secure for the party. We're not irresponsible Unity Party people that they couldn't pay their own. Up to now, they still owing the man 1.5 million. That case stay in court. They haven't paid the man yet, but they're creating problem for other people. And you know what I'm saying? So they want to see that, CDC were in power, they left power, and the people getting notice. That's a lie. We maintained our place from 2005 up to present. We were in opposition, we didn't in government, we maintained the place. So we left government, we'll not be able to lose the place, but they should start playing politics and start behaving like this. That irresponsible attitude, they need to stop it. And you know what I'm saying? Go on the country, let us see the difference. Okay. Not running beyond president, we are due then that he already carry on in China, you're coming back with it, and you're making yourself.
All right, thank you so much. And let me get on to the next, and and so I start filling my callers and winners. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, sorry, let me get you on louder. I don't know what's the issue. But I think yeah, okay, yeah, go on. Yeah. Hello?
Thank you again. Yeah, I said good evening and thank you again for this evening. At least since you make your transition, I just picked my first call to say right. Thank you and welcome to another platform. We stay following. AB, I'm not a legal practitioner, right? And you are the legal man here. The issue of eviction, I think eviction takes place when the occupant refuses to either meet with that obligation, and the owner of the property have to take the tenant to court. Then the court rule in favor of the property owner to evict the tenant. That's how it works, right?
Yeah, you're right. You got go ahead.
Yeah, but so then how the CDC get involved with eviction when this is a matter between two families claiming for and against, that CDC becomes the picture of the court ruling for eviction? Because firstly, it should be established that the property for X, then it is X now that you will face CDC to either say, well, now I have the power of attorney. The property now you can now sit with me for renegotiation. If CDC refuse to meet up with the new to the landlord, and the landlord have to take CDC to court, then the court now can get such ruling. But I think what I'm saying here, because I'm not a legal person, but at least I follow some of the legal thing there. What I see here is like the court is allowing herself to be weaponized, and it is bad in any country and the party democracy.
the court should be the center of every democracy, because they are the one that set the pace for referee. Because there will always be two opposing forces, and you are the one that go in between to Arab and mitigate the issues and bring serious argument and to hold and say this is what the law says. But what I'm hearing, I mean, is on the contrary. In front, even the SG, who said that a bill of information was being denied, it's not good for our democracy.
No,
And
they say denied. They say it hasn't been heard. They say it's not been heard.
Okay, so why would the court in the first place refuse to even provide the bill to accept the bill of information and have to go into ruling? Because it's something that there's a third party, because CDC is arranged according to the SG. The party is between the rival families, both Archie and the other guy, and they are paying from both ends. But again, like the SG said, this might be politically motivated, because the court will not give ruling and say you must evade somebody. The court can only hand down a ruling and say, okay, you are the legitimate owner. It is the owner that now have to go to the tenant and say, I'm the one in charge, and then these are my rules, and if anyone fails to follow these rules, you must have your thing packed and leave.
Okay.
The court can be the one judging at the same time and no passing up amended.
We will try to check to see what really happened, and I haven't seen a copy of that stuff yet to know where it is, but it is the party saying that, so want to know. I haven't seen the bill of information yet as filed, and I haven't seen that yet, but we certainly going to get there. So there is a right here on this dial. Let me start calling some of you. My voter was calling. The females are really struggling as well. If you have what's the land struggling with it as well, and we're getting a lot. And there is it right here on this dial. Let's get on. And this one will do. Let me get to my woman. Yeah, she was calling, but again, and we missed out on her, and I think I owed it to just hear her out. Yeah, man, sorry I missed your call. Yeah, go ahead quickly, please. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, go ahead, man.
Yeah, Eddie.
Yeah.
I tell you, thank you, Papa.
Yeah, we thank God.
God, thank you. The only thing I want for you to do for me, you see, I was son open because we send the election feeling to see Anna. We the old lady, then including yourself. You shouldn't forget about because we will not get nowhere to change. Up to now, 3 of my children are even in school. I can be seen around here.
Yeah, I know.
I can be seen. So,
yeah,
they love people. They pour in the hole already. But you shouldn't mind it.
Okay.
Yeah, we in hole already. Like you said in threat.
I know, yeah. All right. Okay, thank you, man. Thank you so much. And yeah, that's right. Certainly in that. Yeah, threat. That's right. All right, so let's try to entertain. We're on 10 already. And so let me see. Okay, I'll pick one here, pick one there. Then we can now wrap it up. Hello, and with the calls of our winners. Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. How you doing?
Yeah, Abraham Wheon, James Blama Kamara from the Liberian Civil Rights Movement, which is the head of the Liberian Civil Rights Movement. And Eddie.
Well, I thought one of your men call again.
Yeah, I'm the head. We are all leaders of the Liberian Civil Rights Movement. Mohammed Getawa is the leader on legalization and recruitment. Yeah, we are members of the institution.
All right, go on. Yeah.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, Eddie. And let me just go to the issue quickly. Let me say good evening to the Liberian people also at large. Maybe this is our country, and the president should realize that he carries, the greatest responsibility as the president of this republic, because to preserve the peace that we have, wherein it has been classified over the years as a fragile peace. I think to consolidate it, definitely it has to come from the leader who have come to lead Liberian people. Because let me tell you one thing. When you keep provoking CDC, the issue of CDC headquarters should not be an issue right now. Teacher Light. What should be the issue now is about our children getting back to school.
Certainly.
How is the University of Liberia will be opening again? Will we continue with the free tuition that President Weah came in introduced? These are things, these are arguments now that the government should be offering, and then we should be chipping in to ensure that we put our one or two together in helping our government to succeed in accomplishing those promises that they made to the Liberian people, because we all want for us to succeed. Even when government succeed or a president succeed in his leadership, we all as citizens will be able to feel the impact. But if the government fails, we would be the one to feel the weight, because they are taking the salary and we are not getting nothing at all. But we feel the pinch of the country on a daily basis. So the president should be thinking about leaving the CDC headquarters and focus on putting bread on the table of the people, because he's talking about the bread and butter issue, creating jobs for Liberians.
Okay.
Where is the company now? So Liberians are yearning for jobs, and we want to go to school. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
All right, thank you. The next caller quickly, then we get to the cause of our winners, and that's the portion I like. I want to start calling you. No. The 20,000 winner. You get up. Get your phones near you. Get your phones ready. I'm about to get to you. Hello, how you doing?
Really,
yeah, boss. How's everything with you?
Everything okay, boss. Thank you ever so much.
We thank God.
William Jabi Blue and the official spokesperson for the Liberian Federal Movement.
Okay.
Let me say thank you ever so much for what we have for the LP, Cody, AB saying the government is not doing well. Because the process, they respect the code, they respect the law. They don't go through the process. But you don't want to go through the process, it means that you get a senator hand on the side. And it's the wrong thing, AB. There's a bigger political party we are talking about. Whether they're in power or not. TC is a bigger political party in the world. Everybody knows. So we are going to do the right thing. We don't want trouble. Thank you, AB.
Thanks, boss. So let me go on now to my fantastic people and who are winners. And this is it right here on this die. We're certainly getting there. All right. Good. Here we roll. Right? So here we roll. I'm going to get to my winner there now. Sam Boaga then killing people here and there. Poverty is raining all over the place. God is blessing others as well in the wake of the drought that we are going through. God is blessing other people. So then they say right here, 0881 67 and 675454 and it's it right here. And none of these people, and I'm seeing here, are you familiar with me? So let me get onto this pressing quickly. And this one will do, and we are setting it on it. And hello.
Yeah. Good evening, Mr.
How's everything with you?
Let's go.
All right, so let's proceed. I don't know. I'm hearing them saying it that why.
Let me go.
Go out and take the phone off speaker. I think I'm hearing myself because I'm speaker. Hello.
Yeah, Mr. Caution.
You stay on speaker, right? Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
Okay, how you doing?
How about Mr. Caution?
Yeah, ABRHAM WHEON here.
I know, Mr. Caution. I'm monitoring you.
What's your name?
Monitoring you, sir.
What's your name?
I'm changing Yusuf Fanekon.
Yusuf Fanekon.
Yes.
China, afraid of anything?
No way. Your highest follower.
I know, right? Thank you, Yusuf Fanekon. Yeah, we're right here together tonight. You play the cash giveaway, the Friday jackpot.
Yeah, Mr. Gordon, I've been paying attention to Freedom FM all the way until you come back to one of my beloved stations, Kings FM 88.5.
And you haven't won before?
No.
You just passing around playing, you know, we did it. You just playing. Why you just playing for now?
Because I believe once you always there, I know there will be a child that will be victorious.
I like that. So congratulations tonight. At least you got $20,000 Liberian dollars.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank God.
Yeah.
Almighty God.
I like that. So what you going to do with the money now?
Mr. Gordon, you know the kind of thing with school fee.
You said that wedding paying school fees?
Yeah, school fee.
Oh, I thought you said cooking.
No, school fee now is one of the major things now.
I know, that's what you will do.
No free tuition again now.
Okay. You said what?
I said no free tuition again now.
Ah, okay, yeah. So you need to get a little money and pay fees. No problem. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Your name again?
Achi Joseph Panokonwili.
All right. Achi Yusuf Panokonwili. Thank you so much. It's the first call. And our first winner right here. Everyone else I called tonight, you get it. And I'm rotting out now. And then it's right here on this very dime. Yeah, Achi Yusuf Panokonwili. 086 and 086 01. And we have 7674. 7674. You know the reason you're hearing these numbers, you can call them, confirm it for yourself, and see how it is. We just see on the dashboard as it appears after the draw is done, and then they got to pay. Others who have felt the impact of it, that's it. And we're right here. Hello.
Yeah, hello, how are you?
I'm doing fine, boss. Great having you right here. My name is Abraham Whieon, calling you from King's FM. And yet the show is Face the Issue.
Yeah, I'm Sam Brown.
Sam Brown from where?
From Jacobstown.
Jacobstown.
Yeah.
You play the Friday Jackpot?
Yeah, I played this night.
How many times you played?
I played twice.
Two
times.
You ever played and won before?
No.
Okay. All right, no problem. Thank you. All right, so congratulations, you won 20,000.
Oh yeah.
Finally.
There's a wheel. I didn't play for that game.
Finally, congratulations. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. And I was very low one. And it was 7637. Which means you said I didn't know that. I'll get back to it. Let me just yeah, but you call it fair or no? You know. Yeah, I'm talking with somebody in the park. You're sorry. Now you're talking to you. I'm talking with somebody in the park because normally, all right, so let me get on to the facts. Third, right here, 0555 and 2836 and 2836 and 283621. We're certainly getting there. All right, so we go to the third person. Where do we go? Who is this person? I want a female to answer me, man. I wish a female is answering me. Hey, somebody, wait. Hello, how you doing? Good evening. How you doing?
I'm okay. You?
I'm fine. Oh, thank God for life. My name is Abraham Whieon. Your name?
I'm Walker A.B. Tupa.
Walker A.B. Tupa. Where do you call from? Where am I calling you from? Where do you stay? And pick my call.
District 115 gate.
15 gate. I'm seeing it right here, Walker. You know my phone has an app. I'm seeing it for 15 gate. All right, Walker, you've been playing the cash giveaway before?
Yes, I've been here for 12 days up to now.
From Fina FM up to now.
Yes,
how many times and you haven't won before?
No.
And you keep playing. All right. And your name again, you said?
I'm Walker A.B. Tupa.
Walker A.B. Tupa. All right. So Walker, congratulations. Finally, it's landed and it's 20,000 Liberian dollars.
Wow.
That's
Thank you
it.
very much.
That's possible, and that's the possibilities of life. Thank you. Congratulations from 15 gate.
Thank you.
Okay, we thank God. And of course, Walker can go on celebrating that. And I will try to work it up. There are others as far as 15 gates. And yes, yeah. All right, so let me get on to the fourth person right here. 0860-58167. That's you. 0860 58167. 58167 is it. And right here on his die, we are certainly getting there. And we will certainly get there no matter what the circumstances are. We are here together.
And enjoy one day of freedom.
All right, so let's go down. There is it right here on his die. Can this person pick quickly? I have to get going. Yeah, certainly we are getting there. And we will certainly get there no matter what the circumstances are. We are certainly going to get there. Can this person pick? Yes, it's some of the issues. And then we call. People don't pick. They will pass by them. Then we get to them because picking a call is a precondition to be confirmed as a winner. Then when you are confirmed as a winner, then we announced, cash award. And that's what we do. So I will skip this person and come right back to this person because I don't have time to be calling over and over. I will get right back to the person if I can. It is, let's go to this person 2088179 287. All right, and one thing about this, you'll learn this today. Nobody should call you say you must ever send money to them. When they number call you or whatever related to radio entertainment, it is they that send money to you, and you not sending anything or dime back in return. Nobody should fool you. To tell you say this that you want and just send our money so that we send you money. We don't do that. The guys don't do that, and that's what it is. So let's get on to this person. Hello, how you doing?
Hello.
How you doing, sir? So new. Your name? Hello, how you doing? ABRHAM WHEON here. Your name?
Yeah, I'm Keswin.
Keswin?
Yeah.
Hey, Keswin. Where do you answer from?
I'm from Congo Town.
Congo Town. Boulevard Junction.
Yeah.
All right, great to have you on tonight. And okay. And you played a jackpot today?
Yeah.
How many times you played, sir?
I played 2 times.
2 times. Have you ever played and won before?
Yes, 10,000.
10,000. Can you imagine? Yeah. It was at Freedom?
Exactly so.
Exactly so. And tonight again, you are adding something to it, and that thing you added to it is 20,000 Liberian dollars. Congratulations, kid.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Congratulations, kid. And at least people are blessed, and they will continue to be blessed. And some people just say, no, I'll just do it one time now. God agrees, and that's it. So let's get on to this person 086 and 86 84. Yeah, that's good. 84 and 9345. 9345. I don't have time now, and I have to get going. All right. So then they say right here on this very time, we are all grateful to the Almighty God that we are here beaming with life and not of good health. And no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. And with God above all, we will over all prevail. So then they say right here on this die, we are getting there and we will certainly get there. All right. So let me see here. All right. God is great. All of the time, God is great. All right. So this is it right here on this die. Can you imagine the people that are still here? This person.
Orange informs you that the destination you are trying to reach is currently unavailable.
You sure about this? Hey, got somebody saying, why it can't be me? Come on, phone here ringing.
Subscribe now to the religious service from Orange and
but how is this? And let me see 2, 4, 6, 8. But that's it. What is the issue? What's popping with the person? Why would the person do this? All right, so let me get back there and see what's happening. Let me speak some serious here because we are American people. So why Boga going China? Are you Chinese? You'll be speaking on us. Anyway, PC and China not far from each other. That's how it is. Boga get all those Chinese. We get all those the poor more tech. You say chua more tech. Chua more poor more bottle. All those things there. So he can get it correct. 0886. Let me go back again. 086 24. All right, 93 93 45. Okay, I think I missed out on the number. So let me see. I think I got it now. I got it now. So I'll go back to Mr. Middle and I see again what I can get it this time. Okay, this person picks finally. I missed out on the person first. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, well.
So Middle, what can I find this? So ABRHAM WHEON, I'm calling you, Baba.
Oh, okay.
Say?
Yeah.
What is your owner name?
David Sano.
David Sano.
Yeah.
All right. Are you listening to Kings 88.5 Nana as we speak?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
play
yeah.
the Freedom Jackpot. Let me say the King's Jackpot. Friday Jackpot, sorry. Not
Yeah, I think I played like 4 or 5 times.
you
Three,
don't
four,
even
5
know
times.
how many times you play. How many times you play this night?
We can just be playing it now.
You ever play a one before we get you playing it now?
After I can win nothing. Especially when you're sure I can go play.
And because of that commitment, yeah. All right, no problem. No, it's just a game of chess. It's not that. Freedom is a fertile ground. It's a good ground. People are winning there, and I so. But again, yeah, for you, right? All right, no problem. Thank God again. You are right here, and congratulations. Your name again? Sorry.
David Sano.
David Sano. And are the name that I assigned to this team?
Yeah.
Okay, good. No problem. Congratulations. This time, at least finally, you won 20,000 Liberian dollars.
Oh, wow.
He said, we just play now. We don't want. All right, congratulations.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, we thank God for that. And he said, we just play now. So, whether you will come, that kind of people now like, you don't like, you don't give up. You just say, I will just, the day God agrees, that's it. That's what life is all about. And I really like him for that. He said, we just play now. Even if I tell you that 3 times, but I can't remember the exact time. Yeah. All right. So let me go to this number 2 and 60886 0 and 6058 and 6058. All right, I think I have some issues there. 6058 167 167. All right, there's a winner's time. And you're going to be enjoying the winner's time too. You're going to be watching, listening, and knowing what's happening now, right? The winner's time. They must students know that class over. They can be in class now, just causing noise or in a class. Susan Pay is a noise maker. Matthew Hammer, why it can be me? Why it can be me? Matthew, you are in class, you're causing noise. The reason it can be you. Hello, how you doing?
I'm fine, too.
So male dominance. Hey man, I'm not too happy with this tonight, man. What's up? How's everything with you? My name is ABRHAM WHEON. How you doing?
I'm fine, okay.
Okay. You're gonna name two. Now you're gonna name two. I wanna.
I'm Abdullah Kane.
Abdullah Kane.
Yeah.
All right. You played the Friday stuff?
Yeah, I played 2 times.
2 times. You ever play one before?
No, I haven't won before.
But you played several times?
Yeah, I play Freedom with Freedom at the time you were there.
Okay. And you play here again?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. God is there. And you haven't won before. He knows this student in the class. They just causing noise. I think I celebrate with you. Yeah. Congratulations. At least finally, you've got 20,000 Liberian dollars on this jackpot day.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
Thank God so much. So your name again?
My name is Abdullah Kane.
Abdullah Kane. God has done that. The name I assigned to this thing, right?
Yeah. God has done it. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you. Hallelujah. I like that. The man is saying this the other day. All the noises students in your pack your bowl and go home. You see, some of y'all in class over for you to go home, you can be in the class, they're causing noise. That the Facebook student and the YouTube student and I didn't want. When class is over, go home. Or whatever you get anything, but they can be in a class doing all kinds of things. Congratulations to all of our winners here tonight. And we think we are very grateful to all of you for your support you continue to give. We are doing these things to put smile on the faces of people. And I trust that each and every one of you can be the winner, but to be winners at the same time is what is the important part of it. So I want to say thanks to all of you for this week. We spent our first week here together, and we are very happy, excited that we are together until we are back here next week with another edition. This time, our King's programs will start rolling little by little as we get them rough, ready, and set. We roll it out. Rough, ready, set. We roll them out, and that's what we'll be doing. Thanks so much to all of you. Crown Stopper has been very proud supporter of this show, and with Crown Stopper, remember, we are very much excited all of the time. Crown Stopper, fantastic indeed. It had always been. Oh man, send sign. What's up, Papa? I will be doing so great, and thanks so much for your support that you continue to render, despite us being where we are. And we are a great team. You're going to be hearing a lot, and several other shows at the same time and so forth. but we are all at one accord, and we're going to work together for the good of our country. Don't mind anything else. Sorry about everything. Those of you who've been calling, and I didn't just pick your calls tonight. I'm deeply sorry about that. And we all strive for what it is, and we think for sure we certainly get in there. I'll lead this Crime Stopper thing with you. I can take on leave and take a break until we are back again to our for Flex and